Come in the righteous name of Lord Supreme, representing Born Power Truth, See Truth. It's Bridgeport, Connecticut, for those that don't understand our language. What I want to build on is obviously you see the title down, which I named it, which is COVID-19. The reason why I wanted to go into this subject particularly is because of the mere fact of us as individuals and as a group of people and as a society and as a community and as, you know, an environment and the things that we do. What we got to consider is COVID-19 has been on the scene for 2 years. Let's just dig into the archives of this. You know, this disease that came on the scene and started wiping people out at an immense rate. Now it's starting to vary. In other words, it's starting to make different strands. You know what I'm saying? And this is even if you look in virology, you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with the whole idea of dealing with different viruses. And this coronavirus, it started making its way late 2019, early 2020. So that means to tell us that this motherfucker just came on the scene and just started doing this thing, started wiping motherfuckers out. Now, what is that saying altogether? Well, let's just say we can't take this for granted. We cannot look at this and just be like, oh, you know, it's a virus, you know what I'm saying, it's a disease, and you know, you can get rid of it, of course. You know what I'm saying? For every disease, there's a cure. You know, so my thing is that what has to be understood is you got to realize this, and this is the actual facts of life. The smallest thing can wipe you out, and it can lie dormant within your body. Now, you might not listen, you might not trust what I'm saying, but look at it like this. And let's look at it from this perspective. A person should say something to you, and then you'll turn around and it'll make you want to go kill yourself. Now, let's look at it like this, right? There's been people that's been bullied and they killed themselves. There's people that's been told they were ugly, killed themselves. And it's the smallest thing as a word that has it has a physical attachment because now it triggers something in you. But what I'm saying in regards to this whole virus, this small little motherfucker is wiping us out. And you know why it's wiping us out? Because we're not taking the necessary precautions. It's a disease. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you don't treat a disease, as time goes on, it becomes worse. You know what I'm saying? So dealing with COVID-19 is not a disease you play with. You have to change the dynamics of everything you're dealing with at that time, moment, and situation because it's only going to benefit you. For instance, you got to change how you eating. You can't have a lot of meat. You know, you might not be able to consume the things you usually consume because now you're in a position where you have to battle with COVID. Now, I seen this motherfucker wipe out a bunch of people with my culture. You know, I seen it wipe out people, babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker don't got no name or no age on where this is gonna attack. This is a disease. It's gonna go where it pleases. And if it can find a place to hide and hurt a person, that's what it's gonna do. And that's what a disease is. It's a painful type of thing. So now when you're looking at COVID-19, this is nothing to play with, man. We got to change our health. We got to change our thinking. We got to change the way that we're handling situations accordingly because COVID-19 is going to be around for some time. And we're still going to be walking around here wearing masks. However, let's build on this. Why is it that even when you get vaccinated, you're still not 100% guaranteed that, and I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that you're fully vaccinated and it's going to protect you from not getting COVID. You know what I'm saying? There's people that got COVID testing, vaccination, and still died. Why is that? Because there's still pre-existing conditions that's not going to help. Because their immune system has already been compromised for years, months, and days. And they haven't taken the necessary steps to what? Fix the problem. Now the problem has become out of control and they don't even know what to do at this point. They just like, well, you know what? If it's going to take me out, then it's going to take me out. But that shouldn't be a way that you look at it. Because overall, you still have the chance and ability to right your wrongs with your whole body. And it mainly attacks the physical. So that's an indication right there, something letting you know that we got to change the way that we eating, changing the way that we thinking. Like I said, the smallest thing can wipe you out. I don't even care what you talking about. The smallest thing on the planet can literally wipe you out. Like, for instance, a scorpion. If a scorpion stings you, especially with the venom that they have, or a spider bites you, or a certain ant, or like, you know what I'm saying, like an Asian hornet, like stuff like that, a small little insect could wipe out somebody like you. And it's the same thing with this motherfucking COVID. The smallest thing could wipe you out. And that disease just been on the scene for 2 years. So, and we had AIDS around for years. AIDS is still present. It ain't gone. You know what I'm saying? But it's not talked about as much. Nobody's talking about AIDS. Everybody's talking about COVID. Corona, you know, you had celebrities and you had female artists being real in a coronavirus. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all not taking it serious. But if it was, the shoe was on the other foot and it was happening to one of your people, y'all wouldn't be saying that shit. You'd have been like, nah, that coronavirus ain't nothing to play with. Shit. But anyways, like I said, man, you know, us dealing with the whole idea of the COVID-19, we have to really take in consideration how we looking at things in our life. You know what I'm saying? Because this disease itself is replicating itself through different variants and strands. So that's saying to me that this disease is gonna keep multiplying as the time goes on. So I have to be well equipped, eat right, think right, and live my life right, so I could defeat this. Like even me, I took 4 COVID tests. This is my 5th one I took already, and I'm negative in every last one of them. You know why? Because I don't play games. I don't like diseases. I'm scared of that. I don't like that shit. That shit's not cool. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, when you're looking at the whole situation, you got to realize that this is something that can literally eat you alive while you're walking. And then next thing you know, people, you looking all pale. Because I looked at all the symptoms of COVID. And then you have all the doctors. That's why I was telling brothers earlier in the years, go to Dr. Eric Berg. You know what I'm saying? He tells you about the COVID-19. He tells you what it is. He breaks it down so intricately and so detailed that it's like scary. You know what I'm saying? But You gotta take care of yourself more, because these precautions that we take for ourselves are only gonna help us and benefit us. Because if we change how we eat and our pattern of resting and sleeping and operating, and being more energetic, then we can defeat any disease. And also, you have to alkaline your body. The reason why a lot of diseases sit within the body is because the body is so acidic. The body has a lot of high acid content. So what happens is, when you don't alkalize your body, that causes more room for what? Common colds. You're more prone to get the flu. You can get a disease quicker. You know what I'm saying? Your immune system is compromised. It's a lot of things that play factors in these situations. So let's not look at it as something to play around with.